Hello everybody and welcome back to Quick Tips. This time we're going to take a look at how to make a simple motion graphic template in Premiere Pro. So to get started, I'm going to go to Graphic and Titles, and I'm going to go to New Layer and add a rectangle layer. Now with this I have a blue fill. If you want to change that, you can always change that in the Essential Graphics panel. And I'm just going to leave it as blue, and I'm going to resize it and make it kind of a bar down at the bottom. Now what I want to do is I want to animate this. So what I can do here is I can go over to my effects control, and I'm going to go to position. Now this is kind of where I want the bar to stop. So what I want to do for my first keyframe is I'm going to go to where it ends. So this is where my animation will stop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select position. I'm going to scrub my playhead back, and then I'm just going to make this drop down from the top. So I'm going to take the second number here, and I'm just clicking on it and dragging so it'll go off the screen. And if I want to see that animation, I can hit play, and we can see how that moves down. Now if I wanted that to move faster or slower, I could adjust this keyframe here. If I drag it closer, the animation will be faster. If I drag it further to the right, you'll see that that animation becomes slower. I want this pretty quick because I'm just going to use this for an intro graphic. And then what I want to do next is add some type. So I'm going to select my layer. I'm going to go to Graphics and Titles. I'm going to go to New Layer, Text. It has a new text layer there. I can move that over. I can also use my centering tools to align that, again, just here in Essential Graphics. I can change the color of that. I can change the font of that. And one thing to be careful with, if I change this font, is that sometimes it will change the positioning, so it always helps to hit those center options again. And if I wanted to, I can double click on this and say something like, welcome to my course. And obviously that doesn't fit anymore, but I can do those centering options once again, and boom, it fits there right in the center. Now with this, I want this option to come in from the side. So I'm going to come up here to my text setting, and then I want to animate this as well. So for this one, I'm going to go with position again. And first up, start with my final position, hit the keyframe for position, then I'm going to scrub back just a little bit, and I want this to come in from the side, so I'm going to drag the first number to the left. And so now if I scrub back and hit play, we can see that it comes down, and then my type comes in from the side there. And with that, that feels a little weird because the type's moving as it moves down. Remember, we can always adjust the keyframes on this. I might drag this one over just a little bit and drag this one over a little bit. Hit play one more time. Boom, looks pretty good. And then I want it to fade out, so I'm going to select that. Go to opacity, starting at 100, and then fading that down into 0. And then I'm just going to shorten this up because I don't need all that. Now with this, right now when I hit play, we can see our animation, and it fades out, it moves, it does all that kind of cool stuff. But we can only use this right now in this file. So here comes the cool part. What I'm going to do, I'm going to right click on this, and I'm actually going to choose to export as a motion graphics template. And what this will do is it gives me an option for where I want to save it and what I want to name it. And I'm just going to call this demo. Select OK. And now that has created that file. And if I'm in here in my Essential Graphics panel and I go to Browse and I type in demo, we will see that this is my demo right here. And if I drag that down into my timeline and bring my playhead over, that brings that animation right into my video. And I can bring this into any video that I want now. It's not just in this one. I can use this template across anything that I produce in Premiere Pro. Well, that's it for this time. We'll see you next week for another quick tip.